Upscale Media Group presents In the Lane Sports Talk. This is your analyst, Jerome Lane, with the fine analysts in Akron we have is Ron Baker, Julius Harrington, Utley McGill is out today. We got D. Rizzo handling everything, and the Freak. Today we talking about the NBA, y'all. You know, that's what we got to come back with because it's been very interesting.
When is NFL?
But I'm gonna go to Julius on this one because he on the Miami and New York. What you think about that, Julius?
Miami, I think New York would have lost game two if Jimmy don't get hurt. Injuries is a part of the game. No, I'm not gonna start with Kawhi Wolf for Miami because injuries are a part of the game. But I just feel like Miami is the better coach team. I feel like they have one thing that you need in the playoffs. They can stretch the floor by shooting threes. And that undrafted point guard they got, he's pretty good. But what actually gets Miami over the hump is when Kyle Lowry come into the game and it seems like he don't make no turnovers. He don't ever make a mistake. He runs the offense. He keep everybody in the right position. He get the ball to the right person. Kyle Lowry is showing me something in his years in his league. He's showing me something.
What you think, Freak?
Well, I don't know. Come back to me. I got to think some more.
Okay, what you think, Ron?
I picked Miami. I had picked Miami. Injuries, like I said, are part of the game. But what I'm most surprised at, but I'm really, really not, is how Jalen Brunson played. He looked like he just signed. That was $148 million they gave him. What they give him?
I don't know how much.
They gave him a lot of money. And he's showing up. But
that's the way we expect the Spider to show up, like that.
We're talking about New York and Miami.
Okay,
yeah,
my fault.
We're not talking about Cleveland.
I'm sorry.
New York and Miami. What are we talking about?
Okay, all right, Julius, you right.
But it's a good series. Hopefully Jimmy can come back. Jimmy come back 4-2.
Okay, let me give you my results to that situation. Why I think Miami. I always say to Julius that I think New York will win, but what chance they got that I think make a difference is the person we got rid of for the Cavs that we needed for New York, and they just bought him out and gave him to Miami.
Kevin Love.
Is that unbelievable?
Unbelievable.
That dude, what I'm trying to understand, y'all don't understand this. Kevin Love, right? Remember the center that was killing New York, right?
Right.
If he got to guard Kevin Love, he got to come from underneath that bucket, don't he? Because Kevin Love's shooting threes.
Right.
So that means Cleveland will win. Get him away from the bucket, we'll win. But you get rid of him for what? It make no sense, man.
He was out
at the end of the season, right?
He was out of rotation because he never recovered from when he got hurt. But that's Cleveland. But getting back to Miami and New York, everybody like Miami, which is understandable with the coach and Jimmy Butler. But when you really analyze all of this, New York, the NBA wants New York in the championship game. Somehow, some way, New York will be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals.
But you got to get New York coach. He's the best. He's the best defensive coach in the league.
He is. He's been for a long time.
Like you say, Bronson is playing his hard. Then they got that center. Somehow, New York is going to end up winning.
And Barrett playing out of his mind lately.
Yeah, he playing.
He got confidence. He got his confidence.
Yeah, you can tell.
And Hart is killing. Hart is smoking. Hart can start.
Yeah, Hart can start.
Down there on any team in the league.
Well, RJ, you can shut him down.
No, if you let him get going, if you don't shut him down in the first quarter, you can't stop that boy going to the left.
Threes, man, it's gonna be hard to stop him.
He's hard to stop.
You gotta send him. You gotta send him right. You can't let him go to a strong side.
It's easy to say that.
You're right.
It's easy to say that.
The most craftiest player is the left hand. You know that,
right?
So I mean,
a guy that I hate.
He go right. He gonna get back to that left.
He's coming back to that left.
A guy I hate for years, but he's. I got to give him credit. I hated Ginobili's game. I still hate Ginobili's game, but he was crafty.
Crafty.
He knew how to score, when to score, and he always hit big shots.
Really, I don't know of not really a lot of left hand busts in the league. If you went to the league, you stayed around if you was left handed for a long time because you knew how to do one thing. You knew how to score.
The biggest left hand bust ever.
Who?
Baby Jordan.
Hell Minor.
You're right.
Was he
Well, yeah, I ain't say zero.
The biggest bust ever.
He was lefty.
Hell yeah, he was lefty.
No, but
He stunk.
No, his
when
mind.
you compared to Jordan, God,
And you try to-
And he was a small.
Well, they called him Baby
I know
Jordan.
that. I mean, they give you some bullshit name. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
was
that
messed up
wasn't
before
fair
that.
enough.
After that.
Jordan, but he wasn't no bust though.
He could play.
He won the dunk contest.
He went.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right.
He went to the wrong team.
Okay.
Went to the wrong team.
We're gonna
He went to
finish
the wrong
off. We're
team.
gonna finish off in the East. We're gonna go to you, Freak, about Philly and Boston. What you think?
Woo! I think Philly is on a mission. I think that I would have waited the other night. I wouldn't have played Embiid.
Me neither.
I would let Harden do his thing, get Embiid more rest, get home, and then bring him in. I wouldn't have played him on the road. Win or lose. I mean, you got that first one. Try to get
And
the
that's all you
second
want the playoffs away is a split.
You try to, but you got to check. Harden wanted that second one, but
Yeah,
he
he did.
deferred to Embiid too much. That boy was on. So if they don't win the third one, Boston gonna get it. But if they win at home, then Philly end up taking it.
What you think, Rob?
Phew. that's a series right there. That's a series. Like Coach Fritz said, man, I wouldn't have played Embiid. Why? Because from what I've been watching the NBA for forever, when you are the away team, meaning not having home court advantage in the playoffs, your whole purpose is to go in there at least get one. If we get one, we're good because we go back home and we got two at home. And the good teams, the very good teams, they usually hold it down at home. And if you hear some of these interviews, they always talk about home court or we stole home court. So that was huge. So going in there and getting a split. And of course, hindsight is 2020. Beeb only had like 3 rebounds or something like that, like last night. He was like 15 and 3 or something like that, or 15 and.
But you got to think about it. He played like 25, 27.
So why even play him? Why even play him? You get more. I'm gonna defer to Shaq and all them boys. What they said, he get more rest.
Exactly.
He get more rest. Now, I don't know because we is talking about Boston. We ain't talking about any other team they playing. We talking about Boston, who just was in the finals last year.
And Brown and Tatum, they
Tatum only had 7 points.
But I'm saying Brown,
He only has 7, but Tatum one of them ones. I'm gonna get
Go
back.
off.
He get back immediately. It don't take him a couple. I've never seen Tatum go in a horrible stretch. A horrible stretch and like not scored. So he gonna come back. Of course, Brown is just
Wait, you got to
he's
think
stable.
about Brown is the best Robin probably right down the game.
Brown.
Yeah.
Brown is the best Robin right
Yes.
now.
Yeah. All around being healthy, delivering. Yeah, he is.
But they're not the best tandem in basketball. The best tandem is hurt.
Well, you ain't the best tandem if you hurt.
Injuries is a part of the game. We talked
The
about
best
that.
ability is availability. The best ability is availability.
Yeah, they out. But
Who's the best tandem?
the best tandem is
Paul
Kawhi.
George and Kawhi. I knew he was gonna say that.
Well, I didn't even get to say it, but thank you.
Yeah,
I like how
yeah,
you did
'cause
that
it's-
for me.
it's-
George and
I like
Kawhi,
it.
where the hell
I like how you did that. I
What
like
the
how
hell
you
you
did
think
that.
they the best tandem?
Easily
They
the
are.
best
But
tandem.
Come on,
Man,
man.
both
Come
of them
on,
6'8".
man.
It's not even close.
Listen,
Come on, man.
It is
It's not even
close.
close.
It is close
Come
because
on, man.
Jalen and them give him a
We're
run for his
talking
money.
about Philly and Boston. Fuck.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
That's
And
terrible.
let me go to what I don't disagree with Freak or Ron, but I would have played Embiid, and this is the reason why. He needed to test that knee out and to see how it's going to handle before he get back to Philly and get in front of his.
You test injury out at home, not on the damn road.
Game.
Where the people and your fans give you that energy and juice, and you can play through it, and you hyper. If you test the injury out on the way, you ain't gonna get shit.
Yeah, you're right about that. But what he wanted to do,
No.
they was really trying to steal game 2. Also,
They want with his big ass in there, and he ain't been playing. Sit your ass down, get healthy, go home, let the crowd juice you up. You don't
he
feel
needed
no
some run.
pain.
He needed some run. He
Run
needed to
on
get
the
that
damn side.
run.
Let me give you my version.
He needed some run.
Why I think Ron and Freak is right. Let me give you the example. That very first game they played, man, that was the most incredible game, probably in the playoffs.
So far.
With Houston and Boston, that first game. You saw that whole game, it was fucking incredible. But what killed them is Harden and that pick and roll to the top. It was killing them. They couldn't adjust to it. But then you bring the big man in. Did you see any pick and roll at the top? That second game? None.
No.
None at all. So Embiid came and changed the whole game up.
Yes.
So now you got to figure a way to get that pick and roll in there and add Embiid.
Okay, would you rather for them to try it in Boston or come home and not have the...
No, what I'm saying is this.
Come home.
What I'm saying is this. They was right. Sit him down. I won the first game. They got the loss anyway. So
Right, they still lost, right.
So rest him and let him come home and get his groove back. Or whatever they're gonna do. But that pick and roll at the top of the goddamn circle were hard.
You gotta think too. Role players play better at home.
And Boston wasn't ready for that.
Hell no.
So if they keep going back to back, Harden's in a groove.
Yeah, Harden
Rolling.
played excellent.
So
He looked like
rolling.
Houston Harden.
you don't change it. If it ain't broke, you don't fix it. It wasn't broke. When they put Embiid back, it got broke.
It got broke. Bad. I mean, they didn't hardly do it at all. It was just like seasoning your chicken, you know.
Who you think gonna win game 3?
Man, shit, I don't even know, for real, man. Just seeing what Boston did and see what they did. I see what Houston need to win. I see what Boston did to win. So I don't know what the hell will happen in game 3.
Embiid probably gonna have an Embiid type game in game 3.
At home.
Right. No, I don't disagree. He's probably gonna have an Embiid type game. And the number one thing that's helping Philly now is not James Harden and it's not Embiid.
It's the what is that young boy's
Maxey.
name? Maxey.
Oh, Maxey, a bad
He's
dude.
giving them the max. And that's the difference in the game right now.
But you got to think about Maxey can do the pick and roll just as good as Harden.
Right, but this is the difference. You got Batman and Robin, like you said, Tatum and JB. But who is their Maxey? Who is that third wheel on their team?
Smart.
Brogdon.
No, the brother with the funny hairdo.
Oh yeah, White. He talking about White. Yeah.
Right, yeah,
But they got a couple dudes like
They got a
so-so.
couple dudes.
That's so, but they don't have nobody like
Maxey
though.
can give you 40.
Yeah, they don't have nobody like that. Boston's team is not built like
And
that.
that's the difference in this series is Maxey.
But they have more unity.
They defend.
I mean, they know each other better than I would say Philly.
Yeah,
When you talk about playoffs.
Well, this is the difference also with Boston and Philly and Boston and every team. Boston has the deepest bench in the NBA. They got the deepest
No, they
bench.
don't.
Oh, yes, they
man.
do.
Denver got the deepest
Denver got the
bench.
deepest.
No,
you
Denver
ain't
got
looked
the
at
deepest
Denver.
bench. No.
You ain't been looking at Denver.
Denver got the deepest bench.
Wait. Do you know the sixth man of the year come off the bench in Boston, right?
Brogdon.
What they got to do with it?
Okay, you know Grant come off the bench. You know Williams come off the bench. Robert Williams come off the bench.
3 players. You keep them Boston. I mean, Denver got about 5 dudes coming
I
off the bench.
guarantee you, the 5 that's off Boston bench would beat anybody else 5 coming off
Not
the bench.
Denver.
Man,
Shit.
what in the world?
Yeah,
So it's a better 5 than
Get
Robert
me to
Williams,
his speakeasy.
Brogdon, Grant.
What type of ale they put in this cup? Get me to that speakeasy.
What's the guy they got from Oklahoma? The 6'11" guy.
It's
They
still
got the
not
trade.
messing with Denver's second 5.
And it's
I don't
about
care who you name.
it's about production
I missed
too.
a bunch of stuff.
Hey, this is In the Lane Sports Talk. And I know you guys are listening to us. I want you to go on In the Lane page and vote on the best 5 off the bench.
You need a
You
poll.
guys hear me.
Put a
Poll
poll
that.
up. Yeah, just
I
put a
want
poll
you
up.
to go on In the Lane, Jerome Lane, and vote on the best 5 off the bench, and you know who this is talking. The juice.
Hey, man, we gonna kick you off the goddamn show. What's the hell wrong with him?
I have no idea.
Hey, we're gonna get to Denver and Phoenix. We go to Ron. Denver and Phoenix.
I'm sticking to what I said. Ain't gonna go back now, especially up 2-0. It's over. It's a wrap. Saran, put a fork in them. It's over.
No chance. There's no type of,
no chance.
Okay.
It's no chance.
I'm gonna get my observation at the end, but I feel like, go ahead, Jules, what you think?
It's always a chance, but this is the number one thing that pisses me off about this little guy, because he's an excellent point guard. He might be one of the best point guards to ever play basketball. He is. He always get hurt. If you go back to that Houston and Golden State series, if Chris Paul don't get hurt in that series, Houston beat Golden State. If you think
back then, yeah.
Yeah, but he always get hurt. He got hurt in the championship against Milwaukee.
He still get the shit beat out of him. He's slower than a motherfucking snail.
He's still gonna give you the business.
Back then, he gave you the business. Today, no.
Father Time and injuries, man.
They caught up with him. Hell no.
Father Time and injuries.
Get busted out that motherfucker.
I think he might be playing hurt a lot too. He might be playing hurt.
Don't sit your ass down in the mouth. It's time to let him. The next man up gonna be better than you.
He got hurt last year too.
He get hurt every year.
Every year. And then the next man up
and that's
for him.
My
then
guy,
he ain't gonna pay no attention to him because he ain't had no kind of focus on somebody else. Then that's his chance to do better or get a payday.
Yeah, dude, next man up. I don't like his game either. The left hand dude.
But Chris Paul,
he look like he be at Joy Park.
2 steps slow. He can't do this no more. No running no more.
Chris Paul can give you one good quarter, and with that team, you only need one good quarter from him because they got 2 studs. You only need one good quarter.
I'm gonna tell you who they shouldn't have never gave up was Crowder.
Right, they shouldn't
have gave up Bridges.
They need Crowder more because for defensive and helping and everything.
Helping in that
Bridges
paint.
is another score. You
can get around that. I agree.
But that's what they lacking right now.
No, but they need a person in there to be defender, to guard anybody. You know what I'm saying? All that
It's a muscle.
Hey, not to be funny by him saying that. This is how much I agree with him. Memphis came out this week and said they're not re-signing Dylan Brooks. Guess where Dylan Brooks should go?
Phoenix.
If
he went to Phoenix,
he should go to
Phoenix.
Right piece. Right, that's the right piece.
Perfect piece.
Right, he should go to Phoenix.
He ain't got the score. All he got to do is play defense.
Julius, hold up. Why you bring that? Is he up under contract?
No, they let him go.
No, it don't mean to do
No, he's free.
No, he's not under contract.
They paid him off and told him to get the hell out.
No. He's a free agent.
The agent just put out something today, not too long ago. So I don't know how true it is or what. But he said wherever they got this information, it's false information because it didn't come from them. He's still with Memphis, even though he's a free agent.
Oh, so it's one of those.
He say, she say shit.
Bleacher, I saw this on Bleacher Report. I want to say I saw this on Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report to the Atlantic, whatever they call it.
Like when somebody did with start, but they really ain't dead. They say they lying.
Yeah, parody. So we'll know in the upcoming days if it's true or not.
That's crazy.
But Phoenix and Denver, I went back after I made the statement that I like Phoenix. I went back and did some research, and I got to give you credit, Baker. You was right about Denver.
Thank you.
I
didn't watch enough
Denver.
games.
When I watched the first game, they were so much superior than Phoenix. I'm talking about far as it wasn't nobody killing. It was like everybody. Everybody was like, can I say, who the fuck they gonna stop? Everybody was killing. But the second game, like I said, they did tighten up a little bit more. But then it just in the Joker just
it's too much.
Man, God,
when you are responsible for that, you got to think about it. He can give you 30. So let's just say he's giving you 27 tonight. He's going to give you out 15 rebounds, right? So that's 15 rebounds, and he's going to give you about anywhere between 9 to 11 assists.
Correct.
Along with 2 blocks. That you are responsible for. What's that? That's usage rate? I bet you it got to be. If that's what it is, he got to be up there.
He made a LeBron pass, and I jumped out of my chair. I'm like, no, this big motherfucker.
But the body built of a 7-foot dude, I mean, you be like, man, no way this dude going. I'm gonna
And he
kill
got
this
touched,
dude.
too.
And this dude got so much unbelievable skills as a big man.
And I think this is the first year he's been in conditioning wise.
Yeah, right.
I think this is
Last year I thought he got tired.
Yeah, he did.
Last year I thought he got
this year
tired.
he's I gotta
You know
give
who
him
used to have
credit.
game like that? For real? DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, the Cousins out. Remember,
He had game like DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins
game,
could pass
but
it.
When he tore his Achilles, he never
He never came back.
right.
No, because you know what happens when you tear your Achilles? It decreases your jumping ability. And you come back.
Well, he really wasn't even jumping all like that.
Yeah. He was jumping more than what he was.
That last part you said, scared.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to tear it no more.
You don't want
Right.
to bust it no more,
But I'm
right?
just saying he ain't going to be the same. Cousins was a bad dude before he did that.
Yeah, he was.
Bad dude.
Cousins
Bad
was
dude.
good.
Yeah,
Bad
he was.
dude.
Okay, y'all, we're going to get to the Labs and the Lakers and the Warriors, Julius.
Well, somebody said at this show, if LeBron James win the championship this year, he's really the GOAT.
Yeah.
I heard that from somebody at this show.
I did say that.
He said he's
Okay, I
really
did say
the
that.
What's your name,
GOAT.
sir? What's your name?
I did say that.
I just like
the
to tell-
host. I did
The host.
say that.
You said that.
If Brown win the championship this year, he's the GOAT.
I just like to say one thing.
Uh-oh. I don't even know where this is going.
LeBron is really, really the GOAT for 20 years. Longevity GOAT. That's what he is. And you know that's my favorite player of all time. But Anthony Davis is the piece that makes the Lakers engine go. When Anthony Davis fall on the floor, time stop in LA. Everybody go, he's on the floor. Get up, please.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
know that motherfucker.
He's
like-
fragile.
Yeah, they give up a piece of glass. They know. They're like, oh my God.
Right. Somebody's
Everybody
sweating.
heart stop.
Everything stop. Time stop. People
Everybody,
stop
you're
doing
right.
everything.
Everybody
Everybody stop. I could be in the kitchen cooking, and my girl could say, "Anthony Davis is on the floor, babe." And I go like, "Did he get up?" And if he get up, the Lakers is okay. I just think the Lakers is on a collision course with Denver, and you might be right. LeBron might be going to the chip again. I
It's gonna be tough.
I really like.
Go ahead, Ron.
I really like
This,
it.
this is gonna be. All right, as far as the GOAT talk is concerned, I've come to this conclusion. I'm not gonna talk about it no more because I think that's disrespecting the other great players. Because it's hard. Because if you really, really think about it, is the people don't talk about Kobe enough in the conversation. People also don't talk about Kareem in the conversation enough, and I think it just goes down to eras of basketball. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that no more. Even though he a hometown kid, and you know I'm not gonna do that. But as far as the Lakers and what they're doing, I picked them past Memphis. And it's hard. It's hard for me to go against Steph. It's a couple of cats that you just can't just bet against. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go 7 games. It's gonna go 7 games, and it's all about if the Lakers bench, the others can sustain. That's what it's gonna be about. And I think they got enough. That in game 7, because I looked at their bench, man. If you look at that bench don't look nothing. Of course, it don't look like nothing like it did last year, right? But look at the character of them cats, man. The Ishimura cat, man, he a gamer. He a big time gamer. I forget what college he went to. I want to say
He went to Gonzaga.
he went to get great player, great collegiate. They got what we say about confidence. They got Reeves. Reeves out there, he coming into his own. D'Angelo Russell never wanted to leave LA.
True.
He never wanted to leave LA. Magic Johnson is even on record saying that he shouldn't have let D'Angelo Russell go. He said that. So he's back. And it's Vanderbilt, and I think that he gives Steph he has given Steph some problems. As far as like being a bigger guard, a bigger, longer wing guy to chase him around over there. They do a great job of passing him off too. They was passing him off and everybody would stay. But we talking about Steph, man. Like, so the game, we talking about Steph.
I got a question though. When you say that, you keep going. Like you said, are you saying you would rather bet on Steph than LeBron? Is that what you saying? Because I need to clear this up. Steph got 4 chips. Bron got 4 chips. Bron done been to 10 chips.
I know.
10.
Yeah, I know.
10 chips.
I know.
That's a lot of chips.
But this is what I'm saying. We not talking about someone that's shrinking the lights. Steph don't shrink in the lights. All the way back to college. He don't shrink in when the brighter the stage, the harder he go.
I'm gonna tell you something that Draymond Green said today. They got a lot of adjusting to do because their game plan was to attack Bron, bring the ball up. But he's not bringing the ball up. And that fucked Golden State up. They're used to LeBron with the ball in his hand 99% of the time.
I can't choose because we ain't talking about LeBron too.
I'm telling you, believe it or not, LeBron is in them boys' head.
Yeah.
Because they know them 4 they won, they shouldn't have won 9. Unfortunately, like you say, injuries are part of the game.
Thank you, Free.
Unfortunately, because they should have lost the first. Cavs should have went back to back. And they was in that game when they got he with Phoenix. I can't even think his name to show you how relevant he is. KD. And my boy had to hit that joint before he went to the game. They won that game.
KD?
No.
J.R. Smith. Doing that crazy shit.
They won that game. And LeBron had the fourth.
I like J.R. Smith, man.
LeBron got mad. What did he do? Broke his hand or fractured his hand when he hit the wall.
That's right.
Those is 4 games that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, no. They got, the good Lord was on their side. Basketball was on their side. Now, the only thing, like you say, if Anthony Davis stay healthy, don't get hurt, they're going to beat Golden State ass.
Okay, let me give you my observation. Okay, first of all, Golden State is the first team I ever seen in my life that lived by offense. Have no defense, but live by offense and won ships, right? So it's hard to bet against the Warriors against the Lakers. What I'm saying is this, okay, Bron is 38. Davis is 30, right? And both of them, like, okay, right now, just say when you play 2 home games, you get 3 days off. Now it ain't like that. In these rounds now, it's every other. If you play Tuesday, you playing Thursday. It ain't getting no rest.
Unless you're going back home.
They say when Bron and Davis have 1 day off, and then play next day, both of them do terrible. So all I'm saying is this. If I'm Golden State, and if I'm the person that's reading the statistics about what's going on about a person, we got to keep running. We got to tire them out.
That's why they put them young studs in there, and they got confidence.
No, but you can't win without. Listen, Bron and Davis have to play. I'm gonna say 40 plus.
This is true.
But they can't do 40 plus. They're not.
But you know, Brian,
they're not recovering. They're not recovering.
Right. He gonna pick and choose when he can rest.
I can't believe Davis can recover at 30.
I can't believe that either.
Okay, Brian at 30, I gonna stay him having. Man, they told me the last game he played, he limped out the motherfucking.
Tired his head.
He's still hurt. Remember,
no, I ain't talking about the hurtness. I'm talking about the soreness of what he put his body through at 38.
Right.
But why the fuck Davis limping out the motherfucker?
I don't understand that either.
God damn.
He don't get up underneath that steel, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, he don't get up underneath that steel enough, man.
Just say Joker don't get up under the steel. It ain't about that. But when you ain't gotta be fragile like that. God damn.
It's
Joker works out.
But you trying to.
It's conditioning.
Davis got to work out. Come
on. It's conditioning.
Some bodies is just messed up.
Right. We'll say that.
Growth spurts and stuff, and You got to adapt to it, and as you grow, you got to grow that.
But to
position.
Joker's credit, he worked on his body. He lost like 40 pounds or something like that. Y'all remember that? So he worked on his body.
It's the best I've seen.
And I want listen. I'm not betting against Brown. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a Cavs fan. Everybody knows that. But I'm talking for the best team in that series. It's gonna be hard to beat some Warriors.
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be very
That's all
hard.
I'm saying. It's gonna be hard.
Everybody says it's gonna be easy.
No, I want to
No,
see.
I mean-
I want to see
The
upset.
Lakers-
I love upset.
The Lakers are up to the task with their
So
young core.
tonight they are in.
They Golden State.
They still in Golden State.
But I got a question.
They have to
I got
win
a question, and I'm glad you said the 2 home games. Why did the Cavs in New York get so many days off
No,
in between games?
when you play the first series, look, you play 2 games. You play 2 games in that city. You get 3 days automatically.
Cavs in New York.
Play on Tuesday. You get Wednesday, Thursday. You play that Friday.
Cavs got days off in the first series that the other teams didn't get off.
No, you're not getting.
Yes, they did.
Everybody gets the same
Think
amount of
about
days
it.
off, unless
They
you-
played one
unless you-
game
unless
and
you
they
complete
played
the
again
series.
for 3
Unless
days.
you complete a series.
No, I can answer his question. I know what he's saying. The reason you done said it earlier tonight, and you're not even listening to what you said.
I know what
You
I'm
said
saying.
the Knicks, they want the Knicks to go to the chip, so they're going to keep putting the Knicks in prime time. What day was a great day to put the Knicks on? We played here Tuesday, we didn't play again till Friday. So they put the Knicks in prime time. Sunday, they played them Sunday. They put the Knicks in prime time. The NBA
it's
is
the Mecca though. So
right. The NBA is smart. They're trying to draw their
Many people.
biggest
Right.
And then every time you look at the Knicks game, there's all kind of superstars there. Everybody want to see who's at the Knicks game today. Who's
But
there?
they had it there like they were supposed to do, but they couldn't, just like what you said.
The Mecca, you
it
gotta
might have
have-
been a different turnout.
But you got to think about it. There wouldn't be no NBA without the Knicks.
Right.
So
This is
right
true.
now,
Yeah.
right
Because
now,
Earl of Pearl was my favorite player.
if I was the commissioner of the league, I would do anything to empower the Knicks too. You know what I'm saying? Because if we get the Knicks on top, that means, people in New York, look at all the people. You know what I'm saying? Listen, New York put out the best sneakers. I'm talking about growing up, best everything. Unis,
Right,
best
right.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is New York.
Yeah. So
Everything is New York.
So the commissioner ain't no fool.
Right. Everything is New York.
Well, I just think the young boys for LA are going to be all right.
Okay, so Julius, who you got tonight?
The Lakers.
Who you got, Ron?
Golden State.
Who you got?
I got the Lakers.
I got Golden State. Okay, last thing before we sign off, I want to talk to you about this, man. Just off the record. We got to give the brother some credit. Lamar Jackson. They said he couldn't do it. He signed his contract while out of agent, got the money he wanted.
I said he was going to get
You
the
know what I'm
money.
saying? So,
Well, his mama was his agent.
what I'm saying, he didn't go on with a traditional situation. He went there and said he don't need them.
Right.
I do my own contract.
Right.
Okay, Ron, what you think?
Rumble, young man, rumble, and mom. I knew it from when we was sitting and talking about. He gonna get his money. He gonna 185 million guaranteed. Yeah, he gonna get his money. He got an MVP. He got an MVP and all them other cats. You know what I'm saying? Besides Mahomes, that got the big money. Ain't got jack shit.
What you think, Julius?
Well, this is I can't believe this shit.
We got one coming up. Well,
It ain't about what he got, the 260 to 85, 185 guaranteed. This is the I can't believe no shit right here. When they threw him the pen and he signed his name, he got $72 million to sign his name.
Oh, yeah.
It's the largest signing bonus ever in sports.
Yeah, you are totally right, because in the NBA, they don't give you a signing bonus. Your rookie year, they give you one. After that, they don't give you a signing bonus because your contract guaranteed.
Right. Can you
Football,
believe
they
to
don't do
sign
that.
his name, he got, to be exact, 72.5. That's what he got. To sign his name.
I mean, that's excellent. I'm just saying, what you think if I say something free?
I'm happy for him. He was going to get it. They had no choice. He did good. He saved him money by not having an agent.
right.
And but they had to give it to him.
I'm think about this, man. Okay, like Brett Favre. Or just think about any big time. Oh, what's the dude from New England?
Brady?
Brady. I'm talking quarterbacks like that. So I'll put him in the category like that, right? So just think if them two dudes was in the same situation that he was in, they would have had no problem getting teams. You know what I'm saying?
Teams or
So
money.
why is this man having teams, having problems getting teams that want him?
It didn't have nothing to do with Lamar, though. Let's stop that. It was because of the Deshaun Watson contract.
Brady or Mahomes, I'm just saying, think about it. They didn't have no problem getting any deals done. Bam, bam, done.
No,
Why they send him through this?
Lamar scared him when he was talking, I want guaranteed money. He scared him because of Deshaun Watson.
What's wrong with that? Everybody get guaranteed money.
They're not giving no guaranteed money to nobody else.
Man, they gave him, I thought they gave him 180 million guaranteed.
No, I'm talking about the total.
The stretch.
Deshaun
It was the
Watson
stretch.
contract is $230 guaranteed,
was
all
the
his
stretch.
money.
But I'm just saying, just think about it. I'm just saying the top quarterbacks have no problem getting their money. Why he can't get his money? They've been killing for the last 5 years.
Because it's Baltimore.
Right.
No, actually, I think it's more the fact that he didn't have a traditional agent, and they didn't like that, so they was willing to play hardball. What they didn't know was that camp was willing to play hardball as well. So, and that's what it was. I don't really think that it came down to, because remember, Dak Prescott, they waited to sign him. They waited to what's the Jerry Jones? Mm-hmm. He waited to sign him, and I was saying I don't like nothing in Texas except for the women.
But Dak ain't no goddamn Lamar though.
But the thing about it is, at the time, and who was up to get paid and who was getting paid, Zeke Elliott got some money. Zeke Elliott had been in trouble. All them other cats on Dallas was getting in trouble, getting paid. This man, since he been in the league, kind of been like a model citizen, kind of like he's been a leader. He's won. He ain't won a big one. You know what I'm saying? But
can't blame him, not the coaches.
Can't blame him. You really can't blame him because when he been in.
So Dak did more than Lamar?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
he did more than Tony Romo, and Tony Romo got his money.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not. So it's not
the same thing, Jude.
So it's not really about
It's not him. It's Baltimore Ravens. What part don't y'all understand? They don't like paying nobody.
Baltimore,
and that's another thing too. Traditionally, some organizations don't like paying people.
Well, Pittsburgh is one of those organizations. Baltimore is one of those organizations. They're right. But the number one thing about Lamar, the number one thing that helped him was the guy that played in the Super Bowl, and then he got his contract. When they signed Jalen Hurts, it was just going to roll downhill to Lamar. Lamar smiled all the way to the bank for Jalen Hurts when he got his contract, because he know he's getting his, because when it comes down to it, who's better, Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson?
Somebody got, like I said, somebody got an MVP, and somebody out of all them cats that got paid.
He showed the people that he wasn't no bum.
He ain't no bum. He ain't no bum.
No, they was talking about him bad, man. Come on.
Yeah, they was talking about him bad.
Yeah, talking about bad. He showed he wasn't no damn bum.
And he didn't get a fair shake.
If anything, another thing that helped Lamar Jackson too, and this is funny for me to say this like this, the NFL draft. When the top 4 picks was African American quarterbacks,
yep.
And they play like Lamar. And I think the best of the bunch, I love Ohio State. I love CJ. I love Young. But the best of the bunch,
Florida.
That boy from Florida.
Richardson.
He's gonna be special.
For how long?
How long?
Yeah, he might get hurt.
No, I said how long before he becomes that?
I would let him sit for a year or two. I wouldn't play him. I would let him sit for a year or two.
How many games he played? 12 or 11?
13.
They're looking at last
year. I've never seen that.
They're looking at,
And in the NFL, he probably is the first guy ever that drafted on potential. He might just came off.
Trey Lance.
He might just came off the streets.
Trey Lance.
But if you look at him, who do he remind you of? Like just looking at him, his physical.
He big. I don't know.
He looked like Cam Newton.
He do.
Yeah.
That's who he looked like. He looked like Cam Newton.
He tailors his game after Newton. And,
right. He looks like Cam Newton.
Now, throw that ball.
And Jackson.
Right. He's a big boy.
No matter if you can run or not, you got to throw that ball as a quarterback.
Eventually.
You got to throw that ball.
Eventually.
Okay, fellas, we about to sign off, but first of all, we want to say that please don't miss the Perkins reunion on the 27th of May. is at the event center of Market Street. Great food, entertainment, and great DJs. So we always throw, Jerome Lane throw the best of the best. We don't bullshit. Then we having our comedy show for us on the 16th of June.
That'll be the 17th. That'll be the 17th.
Oh, 17th? I thought 16th. Sorry.
No, yeah.
17th of June at the same event center. We want to start something. We're going to start throwing entertainment with our Inner Lane Sports Talk show. So we can interact with every phase of anything we got to do to make things work with Inner Lane Sports Talk. So we're going to sign off today with Ron Baker.
Nope. Man, I can't believe that shit that you ain't let me say. I can't believe that shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought we was. I didn't know you had.
I can't believe that shit. I can't believe this shit.
I'm sorry, D. Rizzo. Well, can I believe that shit?
I can't believe it. I had 3 of them, man. I had one. This Judge Thomas, Clarence Thomas. I'm not going to even talk about.
Oh my God! Please don't bring him up.
It was intriguing. Our Justice Supreme Court, Clarence Thomas, received funds from his friend to help pay for his adopted son, if you will, tuition. There was a conversation about him disclosing that. They're fighting, saying that's not his son. He did disclose $5,000 from somebody else, but they just kept the money and they doing all that stuff. But that ain't I can't believe that shit right there.
Because I can believe that.
I can't believe that. The top.
That's if he knows somebody.
Well, that's the same guy that What I can't believe. All right, Deanna Hendricks. Does that name ring a bell? Deanna Hendricks, Miami of Ohio's women basketball coach. Y'all heard about that?
No.
Yes, I have.
Wait a minute now.
I can't believe this.
Yeah. Women basketball coach, Miami of Ohio, Deanna Hendricks.
Get that ding ding.
She had intimate text messages between her and an unnamed player. Yeah. 180 text messages.
Somebody got somebody's phone.
180 text messages over. It wasn't. 11-day period.
180 texts in an 11-day period. God damn.
The coach told her, "You're my baby. I love you." And the player began professing her love for the coach. It even went further to say something about, let me get to this good
They
part.
about to get married?
I don't know. Close. But,
Wait a minute. Is it she coach girls or she coach boys?
women basketball coach. I'll say it again.
I thought, but you said he.
No, I never said he.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear me?
No.
Yeah.
The he is who she texting.
Oh, I might have said. I did
That's
say
who-
he.
yeah, that's
Okay,
who
it's
she
all
said.
women involved. How's that?
Okay.
That's clear as can be. All right.
Thank you very much.
It was the coach. It was some. What it was? Oh, it was in a hotel, and the coach told. I'm sorry. They were going through the airport, and the coach told her that there were not going to be any Miami, Ohio personnel in the whole airport.
Except her
Yeah.
and her.
Yeah.
So that means they can walk through the airport free?
Yeah. They profess they love already. Yeah. So I guess
But she resigned.
she did resign.
She did walk
He
away.
had no goddamn no shit.
I mean, why can't y'all believe that?
Yeah, you can't be
I thought
knocking
you had right.
You can't be knocking your
I thought you
players,
had
bro.
some good shit.
Hey, you
Talking about I
recruit
can't
for the wrong
believe this
reasons.
shit.
She
You're
done.
recruiting for
What?
the wrong reasons.
I love
Why
you.
can't you believe?
She ain't looking at the games, she's looking at the body.
I can believe that.
Well, hell, at 35 and 80, I guess she wasn't paying attention to the damn.
You ain't lied, she
Shit.
just gave up completely.
35 and 80 over 4 years. Shit.
Hey,
my
this is the
God.
Lane
Your baby.
Sports Talk Show. We signing over Ron Baker,
Yeah.
Julius Harrington, the
Rizzo.
Rizzo, the Freak,
See you next
and your
week.
host Jerome.
Oh,
Lane.
this dude here. All
See
right,
you when
y'all.
we see you.
All right, y'all.
Holla.
Don't forget to go vote, y'all. Don't forget
Wait
to
a
go
minute.
vote.
Did he do that? You ain't do that. Wait, November? We're going to have to talk about that next week. It's too much going on here.